Now we are going to discuss a third part, that is weight test for positive radical. In order to perform weight test for positive radical, we have to prepare solution. Now in order to prepare solution, either we can make a prepare solution in water, distilled water, or dilute hydrochloric acid, or dilute nitric acid. Before we prepare solution, there are certain things which we must bear into our mind, so we can prepare this solution very easily. First point, these are the rules of solubility. Number 1, all the halides of positive ion are water soluble except Ag, Hg, Pb, bismuth and antimony. All the nitrates are water soluble except bismuth, antimony and stannous. All the sulfate are water soluble except Ca, Ba, Sr and lead. All the carbonates, oxide, phosphate are water insoluble except Na, K and NH4. All the chromates are water insoluble except Na, K and NH4. Now in order to prepare original solution, first we can prepare original solution in water. In solubility test, we have already discussed that if we take substance in one test tube and if we add water and if substance is dissolved, then add more substance and make the solution saturated, and that transparent solution is known as original solution. Now if you are given substance which is insoluble in water and it is amorphous, then we can say that carbonate, sulfide, phosphate may be present. So we can prepare that solution in dilute hydrochloric acid. When we perform dry test, at that time when we add dilute hydrochloric acid to the substance and if we get white precipitates, then there may be chances of first group. So we have to prepare our solution in nitric acid, dilute HNO3. Now weight test for positive radical can be classified into 5 different groups. Let us discuss this group one by one. So first, we assume that our substance is water soluble. So prepare your solution in distilled water, add more amount of water and make it saturated. That is known as original solution. So in order to perform weight test for first group, we require dilute HCl. So when we add dilute HCl to original solution, when we add dilute HCl to original solution and if we get precipitates, then first group Ag, Hg, Pb may be present. HCl is reagent for the first group, and Ag, Hg and Pb comes under first group element. We would discuss this thing why Ag, Hg, Pb are kept in first group, that we'll discuss later on. But if we get precipitates, then we can say that first group is present. If we don't get precipitates in the first group, then we have to go for second group. HCl, dilute hydrochloric acid, and H2S water or H2S gas are the reagent for the second group. So if we take substance dilute hydrochloric acid and H2S water in one test tube, and if we get precipitates, then second group can be present. Here we get precipitates as sulfide. In the first group we get precipitates as chloride. In second group we get precipitates as sulfide. Now we would definitely going to discuss a reason why we are adding HCl before H2S in order to separate second group later on. But if we get precipitates, then second group is present. So copper, cadmium, bismuth, mercury, arsenic, antimony and stannous may be present. Suppose if we don't get precipitates in the second group, then we should go for the third group. For that, ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide are the group reagent for the third group, third A group. Third group can be classified into two types, third A group and third B group. So we have to take original solution. We have to add NH4Cl and NH4OH. If we get precipitates, then third group is present. So aluminium, Fe and chromium can be present in third group. But suppose if we don't get precipitates, here in third group we can get precipitates as hydroxide. Suppose if we don't get precipitates in the third group, then simply we have to add hydrogen sulfide water or hydrogen sulfide gas into the above solution, because ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide and hydrogen sulfide are the reagent for the third B group. So we are going to take original solution NH4Cl, NH4OH and H2S water in above reagent, and if you get precipitates, then third B group is present. Here we get precipitates as sulfide. Therefore nickel, cobalt, zinc and manganese are included in third B group. Suppose if we don't get precipitates in third B group, then we have to go for fourth group. NH4Cl, NH4OH and NH4 twice CO3 ammonium carbonate are the group reagent for the fourth group. So in order to perform test for fourth group, we have to take original solution NH4Cl, NH4OH and NH4 twice CO3 in one test tube. If we get white precipitates of carbonate, then fourth group can be present. Barium, calcium, strontium are included in fourth group. Suppose if we don't get precipitates in the fourth group, then again we have to take original solution. We have to add NH4Cl, NH4OH and Na2HPO4 in the above solution in the test tube. And if we get precipitates as a phosphate, then fifth A, that is magnesium, can be present. Or if we don't get any precipitates from the above all the group from first to fifth A, then there will be possibility of fifth B group. Fifth B contain Na, K and NH4. Now we are going to discuss separation of fifth B group, whether it contain Na, K and NH4.